Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to Tarot POSH. I'm going to be doing your reading, your Lost Loved One spread. Today is January 23rd, 2022. Right now we're in the waning gibbous in Libra, waning gibbous moon phase. So for the waning gibbous moon phase, the intention should be to slow growth, slow down, shed excess, practice gratitude, open your heart chakra, and give back love. I do have a rose quartz here. Right now we're in Aquarius season, although the waning gibbous is in Libra, we're in Aquarius season. So Aquarius season started January 20th. It's going to go through to February 18th, 2022. So happy birthday to all my Aquarius. If you have any Aquarius in your chart, any other aspects, you could check out Aquarius's reading. So rose quartz for this moon phase. Rose quartz opens the heart to all types of love. For the waning gibbous, it helps to raise your self-esteem, restore confidence, and balance emotions. It is one of the best crystals to use for positive affirmations. Very important. It restores trust, harmony in relationships, and it instills unconditional love. So yesterday was my mom's birthday. She crossed over in 96. She would have been 93. So I bought this yesterday, and for some reason I just felt like I need to incorporate this into my readings today, probably to honor her as well. The waning gibbous is the moon phase I was born under, and also that my husband was born under. Go figure. So it's very significant for some reason. This moon phase affects me in good ways, and I really feel drawn to this rose quartz. It's important if you're drawn to the moon and you want to learn more about the moon phases, it's good to keep a journal. And I actually look up and I check out AstroSeek for my moon phases to find more information. I also have this moon phase calendar for Moon Phase Studios. They're on Instagram. This is the second one that I got. I love it. It's really beautiful. It has just has so much amazing information, and it's a piece of art. So I don't get any money for saying that, but I'm just putting out there because I really do love this. So for today, the waning gibbous in Libra, you might have a strong need for balance and harmony now. You probably desire to keep things nice rather than venturing into fundamental questions in order not to disturb the peace. Okay, so you don't want to disturb the peace. You must learn to share your good and bad feelings. Okay. Do not be afraid to be who you really are despite what is expected of you. So if you have any aspects of Libra in your chart, this is even more significant for you. If your moon is in Libra, so I'm just putting that out there. I like to share what I got. The last thing I want to share is this Wolf Spirit Sage, Blessed Sage for cleansing and purification. I get allergies. If you watch my videos, you see I have an issue. I get like congested from like the incense, although I love it. At times it's too much. I have a small space here that I'm reading in, which I love, but burning the actual sage and the Palo Santo in a small space when it's freezing outside like it is today, can't really open the window, to let cleanse the space, cleanse out that extra incense smell, So this is amazing. I use it in between. I use it all day today in between each reading. It's very light, and it's in a glass bottle. Just the top is plastic, but it's really beautiful, and just one tiny little spray. And I already sprayed the cards. And it's not like it's going to saturate them or damage your cards. It's like you spray it in the air and you just run the card, like you whisk it through it. And it's just a really, really cleansing spray. And if you're at work and, you're in a cubicle or office and someone comes in that their energy you're not a fan of, this can work really good too. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Saggy, my fellow Saggies. So this is for Sag, for any aspects of Sagittarius that are in your natal chart. And if your North Node is in Sag, here we go. Let's get to it. So right now, I reshuffled these, okay? And I have the court cards separated here, so we're going to pull which lost loved one is coming through. Lost loved one does not mean that our loved ones are never really lost, but it could be someone who's crossed over and departed the earth plane, crossed over to the other side, or it could be someone that you're just not in touch with, that's not in your life anymore. It could be an intimate partner, it could be a friend, it could be anybody. And it could be that they're coming through because you're on their minds or they're on your minds, or it could just be something, you know, the universe is trying to remind you of that relationship, and that's why they're coming through. Because we all teach, you know, people come into our lives and it's like a school, right? Each relationship we have, we learn something. Even if we like the person, we don't like the person, we always learn something. So I'm just putting that out there. So who's coming through for you, Sag? Who's coming through? Who's coming through? Who's coming through? Queen of Pentacles. Someone who is very nurturing person. Queens have cup energy underlying. So they're very, very nurturing with their relationships, intuition, they're intuitive, empathic. Really navigate as a queen those important relationships in their life with grounded energy. Queen of Pentacles is someone who really is like regimented with the home life. Like Pentacles are how we present ourselves to the world. A Queen of Pentacles is really a force to be reckoned with. I mean, that could be the person that, like, you know, they cook the pasta exactly the right way all the time, but they do it with their lipstick on. You know what I mean? Like, they could be taking that pasta out of the water and, you know, either their hair is up perfect, maybe they don't have a stitch of makeup on their face, but they're just put together as they're like making dinner. Or when they do holidays, they know how to set the table the right way. And the right way could be anything. Could be paper plates, you know, whatever. But they just do everything like according to a tradition. Once they set a tradition, it's like that's what they do, and they nurture everyone around them in the household to do it. This is the person that gets everyone to school on time. This is the person who has the giant, you know, organizer where everyone has to be. And they nurture that within everyone in the household. And that's what I'm getting really strongly. There's a lot of abundance. The sunflowers around. I feel like whoever this was for you that's coming through, this is someone who is definitely either from abroad, either they're European descent, or vice versa. Like if you are, you know, in Europe, like they're from America, like, or whatever it is. But I feel like this person came from a different culture and they instilled things from all the positive things of that culture in for you. That's what I'm getting, Sag. So now I'm going to take the rest of the deck and we're going to find out why they're coming through. Why is this person coming through? You know, it's funny. All of a sudden I'm thinking of my grandmother, Agnes, and I'm a Sag. So I have the coming through because you have sun energy here, Leo energy. They're coming through because you may be on the cusp of finding happiness, success, innocence, or they want to instill in you that goal of finding happiness and success within yourself. What messages do they have? What messages do they have? They also want you to know that, you know, it's like when someone really loves you, you know, as a child or whatever, it's like, or you're like their favorite, it's like the sun rises and sets, you know, like on you. So it's a saying, like in my family, like the sun rises and sets. It's like as long as they know you're okay, they're okay. So why are they coming through? No, that's why they're coming through. What messages do they have? Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is leading back to the Magician, and it's a new way of thinking, a new start of how you're communicating, how you're functioning with your thoughts. It's a new direction that changes maybe the way you think about the world around you, or the way you think about your happiness, success, and that innocence, that fiery sun energy, every good thing. So the message is, if you want to change the way you think and communicate for the positive, that you're capable of doing it. That's the message I feel they're coming through with. And the advice is, to me, think before you speak. The advice is, think before you speak. What you think about, you bring about. I feel like that's also a message that they want you to change your thoughts. Now, in this Ace of Swords, it's actually like she's holding the sword, but there is like a tree growing out of her head here. And what that's telling me in this Sag reading is that taking that message, that advice from this person coming through, this Queen of Pentacles, it's going to, when you have clarity of thought and mental clarity, it's going to help you with your aspirations. It's going to help propel not only, it's helping you carve out a new pathway. And when your mind is clear, it's like every good thing grows. Motivation grows from that. When you have clear thoughts, mental clarity, motivation, that spark, that fiery energy from a Sag, those inspirations will come much clearer to you. Will you implement their advice? Five of Swords. I got this in the same position for Scorpio as well. Five of Swords is I feel you will take their advice. I feel that you're focusing on the beauty of your inspirations, and I feel that with the Five of Swords, you've put all those battles into a pincushion and like put them aside. It's like any thoughts that don't serve you, you should sort of think of it like, I'm going to put, oh, that's a negative thought, or this is a thought that could create a whole drama in my life. Like, put it in the pincushion and put it aside. And just concentrate and put your thoughts like to this butterfly in the jar here, and keep your aspirations clear. So I feel you are going to take yourself out of that battle mentality, battling within your own mind, battling with others' opinions outside of you. And I feel like you are going to have clarity of thought and put those aside and end that battle and focus on that happiness. What memory do they want to share with you so you know that it's really them? What memory? The Hanged One. Whoever this is, they want you to realize, like, sometimes your world has to be turned upside down for you to gain a new perspective. And there's a lot of nostalgia and love and good memories tied to this person teaching you that. They taught you how to gain new perspectives out of challenging situations. So for some reason, because of that, you've been able to it's like you feel like they're always with you still. And you also feel that there's a deep sense of nostalgia that no matter what's going on, you're able to tap into that, and it uplifts you. So when your world is turned upside down, what you do is you try to see the positive aspects of it. So they're reminding you of how to stay positive. And the times that happened when they were with you, when your world was turned upside down, you're like, oh, I never seen things this way. Oh, you know, instead of like, oh my God, you know, and battling with yourself with like the Five of Swords. And I feel like that's a really positive message. Let me see what else I got with that. How that's affecting you. I have Nine of Swords and Three of Swords. So whereas maybe when this person was with you, this Queen of Pentacles, very strong person, feminine energy, instead of allowing in the present moment, having that positive nostalgic experience of like, oh, my world's turned upside down. Oh, let's find the good in it. You are letting that get in your brain, maybe. Maybe there were things back then you didn't look at, but now as an adult you look back and you're like, wow, that really wasn't that good, right? Or maybe, well, wow, maybe I should take a deeper look at that. But then what happens is you're in Nine of Swords energy, sleepless nights and heartbreak. So instead of staying with what you know you were taught, if it's turned upside down, getting a different perspective, and you know, when looking at that nostalgia in the past, it's throwing you into currently this Nine of Swords, Three of Swords energy. It's almost like you feel like contracts were broken. But the message they're coming through with is Ace of Swords, which is a new initiative, a new way of thinking, new way of thought, communication. And that is really what you're going to embrace. You're moving on to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. You're moving on from turbulence to calmer waters here. You're moving on from those turbulent thoughts to clearer thoughts. And actually this is swimming, you know, not swimming, but this is flying towards the sun. With that Six of Swords, because that's the goal and that's the reason they're coming through, to point out to you that happiness and success and the innocence that's awaiting for you, that's waiting for you. Then I have the High Priestess here with the Ace of Swords. And that's telling me you need to go with your intuition and embrace. Your intuition is telling you that you have a new initiative to change the way you think and the way you process things, right? And we could see this here, that right now, it's not really healthy. Although in the past, you know, you looked at it this way. Now maybe you're older and you're suffering over in silence over it a little bit. But that's the past. Don't relive the past. Don't relive the past in a negative way as much as you can. Live in the present moment with this Ace of Swords and this High Priestess here. The veil between two worlds. And the Eight of Wands with this Five of Swords. Because you took your focus off and you put those swords in that pincushion and put them aside, and you're focusing on like that butterfly in the jar for safekeeping, right? All those good things, they're for safekeeping. It's changing quickly for you. It's making a movement and a momentum because that was the choice that you're making. That's the choice you're making, to follow their good advice. And the Star card here is Aquarius energy. It's Aquarius's major arcana card. And what that's saying is the overall energy is you wished upon a star and you have the opportunity for this happiness, success, this wish to come true, to fruition, for you to take this initiative with the Ace of Swords and believe in it, have the thought that yes, it is happiness and success coming. Stop battling, allow it to happen. Don't relive nostalgic past so that it makes you suffer. And believe and have faith and hope. Allow yourself to be vulnerable again, You know, like a child, innocent, looking at the stars, twinkle, twinkle, little star. And that's what this person, that's what this feminine energy instills in you with this Queen of Pentacles here. It's like she opened the key and unearthed a treasure. And I feel that whoever this is, they feel like you're a treasure and they want you to realize it. Quickly, with the Chariot here. Soaring above the lands, taking the reins in your own hands and moving in the direction of your future. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Namaste. I pray you find your way. Thank you for all the likes, subscribe, supporting my channel. I can't thank you enough. Helping you on your journey helps me on my journey. So thank you for that. I'll see you next time. Bye.